I hope you're watching Batman. This one's for you.
Control initiated. Parade override engaged.
What the hell was that? Hey kids, Santa Flash is back.
Bruce, you didn't get him a gift certificate.
No. Cash.
Yeah, can I help you?
Yes, we're looking for the legendary Kevin Bacon.
We're looking for the legendary Kevin Bacon.
Just set that tracks.
Jill, there's just no way to explain the devastation right now, as the Life Day Parade turned Christmas Parade turned massacre unfolds before us. Both Life Day and Christmas have been ruined forever by...
Data! Hologram. Now.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Bat Dan's Watch Parties. And I'm really excited for this one. Merry Little Batman, a Christmas Batman movie that is on Amazon Prime. And before I bring on my guests, let's see who we have in the chat. Oracle's Clock Tower, Carrie Kelly, Joker's Wild, Trevor H., Wayne Enterprise. Wait, Enterprises. Sorry. 9 Lives and Hell here. Beyond the Nights? If I didn't know any better, I would say that I'm going to have some from the Bat Channel on here. These all look like Bat Channel viewers. I am really excited to bring this guy back on my channel. Great guy, fellow Batman nerd, and a big lover of scientifically inaccurate featherless theropods. You know, since Godzilla is a theropod after all, and should have feathers, but absolutely, Battalion always shows up. So please welcome as I bring on Trey of the Bat Channel. How are you, man?
Hey, buddy. How you been?
Been doing really well.
That's some introduction right there. The believer of inaccurate, featherless theropods. So many people are kind of just like, what are they talking about? Like, what's going on here?
Well, knows that theropods are birds' ancestors and had theropods. Therefore,
There's
Godzilla.
not scientific proof that all theropods had feathers, though.
Your lame excuses for this. Like, you know, it's funny, I actually went to a haunted house this past week, in a Christmas-themed haunted house.
I saw Krampus, was it themed?
Yes.
Have you ever seen the movie Krampus?
No, I have not seen the movie Krampus.
Okay.
But I do know the character very well.
Okay. The only reason why I bring it up is because the director of Godzilla King of the Monsters for the Monsterverse, Michael Dougherty, he actually directed the Krampus film that I think was produced by Universal and Warner Brothers. And that movie got so much hate because so many people are like, oh, you're ruining Christmas. Like, it shouldn't be a horror movie. And now look at, like, that movie kind of got the first hate because it like was the first movie to do it, and now there's like so many horror Christmas movies that have come out since then. So it's kind of silly to see, like, it was just a matter of time. It was kind of ahead of its time, I guess you could say. But that's cool. How was that? I'm curious what it was like to do a Christmas horror haunted house kind of thing.
It was really fun. The actors were really good. They did a good job. Like, actually, they were playing like very intense versions of Christmas songs, including this version of Carol the Bells in line to kind of get that feeling. And it was just like, first of all, you can tell this building is a haunted house all year. Yeah, you can tell they can't really take it down because there's certain things that it's like, this is a haunted house, so that's why they did it. But they did a really good job of keeping the Christmas vibe while making it scary at the same time. It was really phenomenal. And the reason I really brought that up, though, was because there's one thing. Now, this wasn't really Christmassy, but they can't really take it down, so they just leave it there. It's a giant T-Rex head that pops out at you, and it looks like it had feathers on it.
Oh, did you take a picture of it out of curiosity?
No, they don't allow pictures in
well, that makes sense. They don't want people to, spill the scares. But that's cool, though. It was more scientifically accurate for the Tyrannosaurus Rex on that one.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep. That's cool. I dig that.
So, guys, get your devices ready. So, Trey and I, we're going to discuss and talk for a little bit to give everyone time to get on Amazon Prime, get on all zeros, because I think even if you have like the ad-free version, it's going to play an ad. You have the option to skip it, but you still need to do that. So make sure you do that. Get on all zeros, and then we'll get started. But I'm really excited, Trey. You actually get to come on and enjoy some DC again, because we know DC hasn't exactly been a very fun state right now.
Yeah, you could say that.
But I'm really, it's nice to be able to have stuff like this to enjoy DC that we love, and to see, you know what, watch DC that Warner Brothers license out DC Batman to a third-party streaming platform. So it is possible that Cell could happen, and I'll let Trey answer this one first. Are you gonna watch the Superman trailer?
Oh, I haven't decided. Part of me, I'll just say this, like, am I crazy about the DCU? There's nothing that really excites me, partly because of the dude behind it all. I'm just not a huge fan of his tone, his writing. The only film I ever really liked of his was the first Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's not my favorite of the MCU. I enjoyed the Scooby-Doo movies that they came out in the early 2000s. He wasn't the director, but he was the writer, but I was a huge Scooby-Doo fan. So his style kind of works for that. So it made sense why I was thoroughly enjoying, that kind of film. I'm not sure what to think about the Superman thing. Behind the scenes, the shots, I just get the sense that if I do a trailer reaction, I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be honest, and whether I'm a Snyder fan, and I tend to like his style of the darker tones of DC more. I just think hopefully people can accept my honest take, even from the Snyderverse side, of like whether if I do enjoy some things that I'll be honest about. There's things I like, I'll say that. And there might be a lot of things I don't care for. So to each their own, I always say. It's why there's a DC multiverse. If you like a certain style, there's probably something out there for you. I like the darker tone, so there's certainly something out there for DC for me. But who knows? Let's see. Maybe this trailer tomorrow is going to blow us all away. Who knows? I don't know.
I really resonate with everything you just said, Trey. It's like, I've never been a fan of James Gunn's style. I did like the first Guardians movie. I even gave the holiday special, the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
Did you watch it? I haven't seen that. I've been curious about it, but after Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I got so turned off of that movie franchise of the Guardians that I just never went back to it. So I haven't seen the third one. I haven't seen the holiday special, so I have no idea how it ends.
I actually like the holiday special. Now, granted, I watched this before the announcement of Henry Cavill getting fired came out. Like, I would never, I'll be honest, I probably would not have watched that special if that firing announcement of Henry Cavill came out beforehand. But
so you're just completely against all the JG stuff.
Exactly. And what will we not trust in Havoc? Clarify. I want to know. But yeah, exactly. I'm not a fan of that stuff because here's the thing. He disrespected the fans. Warner Brothers told Henry Cavill to announce he was back. And fair or unfair to James Gunn, when he took that job, that announcement had been made. And in my mind, it was his responsibility to find a way to pay it off and respect the fans. Because that was disrespectful to Cavill. It was disrespectful to the fans. Especially, as you just said, Trey, there's something you said in there. DC is a multiverse. Zack Snyder had said that to finish his story would be ZSJL 2 and 3, that he would film back to back. So one more production. This is if James Gunn were smart, this is what he would have done. He would have given Cavill a 5-movie contract, all of Elseworld projects. ZSJL 2 and 3, and then you can pick and choose from Red Sun, The Dark Knight Returns, a movie Zack Snyder wanted to do, Kingdom Come, maybe even Black Adam v Superman. There were options to get there. He chose not to do that. And that's why I can't respect him. If James Gunn was like, hey, I have to do my own thing, but DC is a multiverse, and I'm really excited to help Zack Snyder finish this story, I would have given this movie my support. but he didn't do that. And so to answer your question, who asked this one again? Wayne Enterprises. I will watch the trailer, but I'm not going to watch it right away. I don't want to give it the initial views that quickly. And I know that's petty, but
it's fair. I mean, I think where DC fans need to be accepting is if you don't want to support something for any reason, that's fine. Doesn't mean you're not a DC fan. If you do want to support something, like, cool. Like, I think one of the best things I've learned is I was talking to a couple of guys who are not like crazy Snyderverse fans or just, you know, like really into the DC stuff. They're just general audience fans, and they're like, oh yeah, I really like the most recent Suicide Squad. I'm excited for what James Gunn is doing. And it's like, okay, I can't deny their thoughts, you know, while I might not agree with them. It's kind of like, once again, to each their own. You like what you like what you don't like. Everyone has an opinion, and, you know, hey, congrats if you're happy with the state of DC at this point. I wish you guys well, but it's not going to vibe with everyone, you know, just the way the Snyderverse did it in some aspects. But I would suggest it maybe was more appealing to more people. But what do I know, Dan?
But exactly, though. But that's why they should have embraced the multiverse idea. Because I think the thing is, unlike Marvel, DC had too many versions to get people to get totally invested in a new universe. There weren't many versions of Iron Man or Thor, and there was only that one shitty Captain America movie. Whereas with DC, you had Christopher Reeve, you have Henry Cavill, and you got, you know, some of these hardcore TV fans, so Tom Welling, Tyler Hoechlin. That's why, to me, the best thing that you could do, honestly, was to reboot with the Elseworld. And actually, when I say Elseworld, actually embrace Elseworld. Not, oh yeah, we have Elseworld, but we're going to slowly cancel and sabotage and not release filmed movies. You know, that's the best thing to do. Because
if you don't mind me asking about that, and sorry to interrupt you, you did watch Superman and Lois, right?
Yes, it was great. I loved it.
And you finished it as well? Okay.
Yeah. So it's not a pure CW show. People keep saying it's a CW show. I'm like, yeah, technically it debuts on CW, but HBO Max or Max
took it over.
They co-fund the series.
That's right.
Like it's on. So yeah, after it's done on CW, you'll see it on Max. Like the first 3 seasons are on Max, and so it's actually of higher quality than normal CW shows for that reason. It's not a pure CW show in terms of funding and whatnot. It's actually of the higher production.
Nice. I mean, it'll be interesting to see, especially from your take, because I haven't seen Superman and Lois. I want to. I've heard some great things about it. I just, you know, I haven't had a lot of time to get around to it. I've watched other shows that have really interested me over it, but I've heard so many great things about this particular last season that it's kind of intriguing to maybe see what the differences are between that Superman versus, you know, James Gunn's Superman. But I will say, for the mixed emotion, I do have mixed emotions, because I did see their little teaser that they had of just, you know, the poster and some of the music in the background. And my fear is, like, don't get me wrong, John Williams' score of Superman is iconic. It is one of those themes where you hear it and you know exactly who that is, who that character is. It is one of the most memorable and iconic themes of all time in cinema, and it has moved a lot of people. I'm just hesitant on it that, like, I technically think that if this is a new Superman, you need to have a new theme that represents who that Superman is.
Yep.
It makes it more original to that character, and makes it more connecting to that character. But when you slap on the John Williams theme, you're kind of saying which Superman you're going with. And my fear about that is DC already tried that. They tried that with Brandon Routh's Superman Returns. It was literally just the continuation of Christopher Reeve's Superman, and it failed miserably. It did not do well. Now, granted, you could say the story sucked or the writing was bad, but it was very much a Christopher Reeve style Superman. So, where it's kind of cheesy, kind of corny. Uh, does that work anymore? I mean, we tried the cheesy Christopher Reeve Superman, Boy Scout, American Patriot, and we tried Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, Henry Cavill, where it's a little more grounded, a little more real. And that's debatable depending on how you view it, whether you loved it or hate it. I loved it personally, but to go back to Christopher Reeve just seems kind of silly to me. I don't know, but then again, maybe Superman fans don't know what they want in terms of Superman as a character. Seems flippity
They
floppity.
don't. They don't. Trey. I mean, it's like there's too many different people want different things. It's like you go too far in Christopher Reeve, or if you don't acknowledge him at all. It's like there's other iterations of Superman, and I'm gonna actually, I have actually a whole Superman stream planned tomorrow. So
I did see that. I'm excited to watch that.
I'll talk. Thank you, and I'll actually talk more about that at the end. And before we start this movie, I have one more thing I want to get off my chest, though. And I want to bring this up with you, Trey, because when you were on Lethal Geeks, you were talking about how great it was that David Ayer finally stepped up and finally started trending his Ayer cut and not worrying about other directors' projects.
Yeah.
And it was a great discussion, and we're finally at a point where David Ayer is on board and finally gets the message. Or so we thought. What? I don't know. Did you see David Ayer's post yesterday?
No, I must have missed this. Did I miss something? Well, I missed something. What's this about?
Oh, even better. We get to do a lot. Let me go to the tweet first, because we're gonna get you a live reaction. Okay, so so here we are, Trey. Let me just share my screen. And bada boom, bada bing. I'm going to read this out loud right now. I didn't realize James was dropping Creature Commandos when the last Ayer Cut campaign hit. The new Superman trailer is dropping soon, and I know there's intentions of another campaign for my version of Squad. As filmmakers, I want to support other filmmakers. I'm excited to see the trailer and have heard through the rumor mill it's pretty incredible. I just want to say publicly, it would be nice to stay far clear of Thursday for any campaigning. I appreciate everyone hearing me out. At the end of the day, I'm riding a tiger here. Just going in, hurt on this. Just going in, hurt on this? Okay, that's a weird. So, and after feedback, Trey, so there are a lot of people who push back on this, and I'm going to read this next post he put after some feedback he got.
Oh, shit.
And this is from fans, so...
Yeah,
my
I'm
lord,
sure.
If supporting another filmmaker is so contentious, I'm just lost at this point. When I was a kid, I had a nightmare childhood. My best friends were comic books. They held me and gave me company when no one else did. Batman spoke to my injured soul. Superman's optimism was an example how to see the world without darkness. I cannot fucking wait to see James' trailer. Real talk, and I cannot wait to see his film. And absolutely am sure he crushed it. And absolutely am sure he crushed it. Because that simple optimism of Superman is all over. And the little kid in me needs that right now. I'm a bad guy for that, so be it. I do troll what I can control and can't what I can't. Gonna step back from all this for a moment. Heart emoji.
I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. I mean, hey, Here's what I'll say about David Ayer, and I think I said this on our friends, the Lethal Geeks show. I think he's a very great guy. I mean, clearly he was in the military, and I think that type of mindset means you have to be a team player. When you're in the military, that's how it goes. You're a team player. You are there to help support your guys, your family, and you do it without second thoughts about yourself. And while I applaud him for that type of behavior, and you know what? One might say that's really honorable of David Ayer because, man, if there's anyone they shouldn't, what makes me mad, I'm not mad at David because I honestly expected him to do something like that. While I thought it was great that he came out and said, "Hey, release the Ayer cut," I kind of knew something was going to, like, he was going to not backtracking is not the right word, but I knew he is so sensitive to his peers, to his coworkers, that he doesn't like to overstep his bounds because he's a team player. And that's wonderful. It sucks in a way that, like, unfortunately, I think in this case, he's gonna have to kind of play it like Zack Snyder, which was, you know, demand it at every angle you possibly can. Not be a dick about it. I don't believe in being a dick or like trolling or being negative or hurtful towards people, but like showing there's a clear demand for a certain product, I think is okay. But David, what makes me mad is that he really is such a great and nice person that he should have never got screwed in the first place. Warner Brothers should have never done him dirty like they did when it first came out. So it only hurts more because I know he's just going to continue to turn the cheek. You know, he's going to take the hits, he's going to take the punches. He's going to listen what he's told to do. And honestly, I don't think I would tell you if anyone's coming out there and saying like, "Hey, James Gunn probably got to David Ayer and told him to post this because he ruined my Creature Commandos." I don't think he did. I think this is honestly just David Ayer realizing something, and because he reads people's tweets, and I'm sure he probably saw a tweet that said, "Hey, we outtrended Creature Commandos on opening premiere night on Max." I'm sure he felt bad about that. Because I think he's just that genuine of a guy. So, David, I love you, dude. I understand why you're doing this. I just the time for niceties and pleasantries are over. You got screwed, and um, I would also say I wouldn't tell your audience what they should or shouldn't do. If they want to demand it when the Superman trailer comes out, let them demand it. Partly, what one of the freedoms he fought for as a soldier was the freedom of speech. So, but I once again, I applaud and commemorate him for just once again being the greatest team player. He should have never got screwed all those years ago. You know, that's just my reaction towards it. Hopefully people understand. I just think it sucks, but I'm not surprised. What was your thoughts on it, Bate? And sorry, I know I kind of took over there, but like, what was your reaction to it?
Yeah, so basically when I saw this, I was thinking, God damn it, David Ayer. Because I have a very hot take, Trey. And this is something that I think a lot of people get mad at me for, but I have to be honest. Back in 2021, before James Gunn was the studio head, before he fired Henry Cavill, before he went after our friend Mikey Sutton, and I have not read all his tweets at the time. I was not really, I knew about it, but I wasn't like that aware of it, if that makes sense. I was in full support of what David Ayer asked to do at the time. Because to me, this is just another filmmaker. And he doesn't want to hurt a fellow filmmaker. So I'm like, you know what? I respect this play. I respect this play because a lot of people think we were doing it to trend on the day of the Suicide Squad. Well, no. It was actually the anniversary of Studio Squad. It just happened to be the same day as the Suicide Squad. And I firmly believe, Trey, that if everyone had listened to David Ayer, the trending event would have been strong. The issue was people were divided on it. It's like some were like, we're going to trend on this day anyways. Others like, no, listen to David Ayer. So to me, David Ayer gets one of those passes. He gets one of those passes. But afterwards, the studio did not honor him. He played ball, and the studio disrespected him. And James Gunn, when he wasn't DC co-head, he said, "I'm in full support of whatever David Ayer wants to do." Now he is co-head of DC. There is already the slate of DCEU movies coming out. If he was going to release it, that was the time to do it during the last phase of the DCEU.
I agree.
But he didn't do that. So to me, and here's the thing. We are fans. We are consumers. We are the ones who pay the bills. We are the ones who give us the studios our money. So we get to say what products we are interested in and what projects we are interested in and what projects we aren't. James Gunn was disrespectful to the fans. Again, he fired Henry Cavill when fans were excited to come back. He did that. So for me, I cannot in good conscience show any leniency towards James Gunn. And that's why I'm disappointed in David Ayer. I do get what you're saying, Trey, and that's why I've given David Ayer as many passes as I did. But to me, it's like, I am not interested in the Superman trailer, in the Superman movie.
Yeah.
I am not at all. And what up, Dadpool? Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Daddy-o. How's it going, Pops?
Just make you a mod real quick. Okay, I'm just going to do this on my phone. But I cannot respect James Gunn at all. And it's just, I'm trying really hard to fight for David Ayer's vision, but he keeps getting too wishy-washy. The problem is that he keeps doing it after he got screwed over. That's why.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's why I can't respect him. And again, telling us fans, like, it's like telling us what fans we need to be interested in. Like, I'm not interested in this. I don't like James Gunn's tone. I don't like the way this movie came about. I am way more interested in seeing David Ayer's Suicide Squad, a movie that is already filmed, that fans have been asking for. There's no reason we haven't seen this by now. So
yeah, I agree with you. I'm definitely far more excited to see the actual David Ayer cut of Suicide Squad. I think he's just so far he's really consistent, with support, and he just all around supports everyone. He supports the fans, he supports the DCU, and I think that's just once again his theme, that he's just he's a team player. And I think unfortunately for him, the longer he plays team player, I think the longer I think he could have gotten it, like you said earlier, Batsy. I think he could have got his cut a long time ago. Honestly, he could have gotten it during the time of the Snyder Cut in 2021. He could have got it then if he played harder. And that I'm not blaming him for that. Hey, to each their own. He has to live with himself at night. And if he doesn't feel comfortable in going and hitting hard like that, then I think that's, he has to be able to live with his choices, his decisions. And whether we agree with them or not, to each their own. I mean, he probably doesn't agree with everything we would do in our lives, but I'm not surprised, David, and I still wish him the best. I still want to see his cut, and if the fans still want it and demand it, then I think he should just be like, cool, that's great, thank you, and appreciate that his fans are still fighting for him, even though maybe they're not fighting in the way that he would want. I just think the time of pleasantries are maybe over, for the DCU. I mean, there's nothing coming out for DC until, was it June or July is Superman?
July.
I can't remember. July
11th, 2025.
July 11th.
That's
okay.
That One Punch Man comes out.
That's 6 months that there's nothing coming out for DC. So at that point, plenty of time to release some content at a cheap cost. I don't know.
And exactly, Trey. And again, I think what's interesting, and guys, I said in the comments, but right now, if you guys are all ready, we're gonna get started very soon. When you're on all zeros, just give the thumbs up. And after we have about 18 in the chat, so we'll say after 5 thumbs up, we'll get started. Or if it's been too long and I don't feel like waiting, we'll get started. But that's okay. We'll count that as a thumbs up. We'll count that as 1. I'll count that as 2. Okay.
Or are they what did they? Oh yeah, so they're doing our typical, yeah. Which is
I mean,
like just stay ready.
as long as you give me some signal that you're ready, that's all I care about. So that's just where
So
I feel about it.
let me ask you this, Batman, while we wait for people, what do you think is the path forward? Whether you think that we should, as a fandom, listen to David Ayer and what he wants to be done, what as a voice in this community, what's your thoughts about the path forward for the community?
Well, here's the thing: we do not need to show respect for studios that don't respect us. I'm willing to meet David Ayer in the middle, actually, Trey. I'm willing to not campaign for the Ayer cut tomorrow. I am willing to meet him in the middle. However, what I am going to do, and this is going to kind of spoil another section, but so be it, I am going to campaign for Henry Cavill's Superman tomorrow. And with sell ZSL to Netflix, sell Snyderverse to Netflix, to give DC an avenue to finish Snyder's story on a third-party platform, not pay money, just make money, and get the story properly concluded. And, after Thursday, that includes, as Sin Havoc says, the Ayer cut. Release the Ayer cut on Netflix, because David Ayer's Suicide Squad is part of the Snyderverse. So to me, the best way for the Ayer cut is to get the Snyderverse. In fact, I think Ayer cut should come out first out of all the Snyderverse projects being asked for, because that's the one that's filmed. I think the Ayer cut is the first step of the Snyderverse. But but for Thursday, tomorrow, Henry Cavill's Superman. That's where I'm all in for, is because we do not need to respect projects that we are not interested in. We do not need to do that. We are the consumers here. And that's what, David Ayer's a fellow filmmaker, so he has a different perspective. And, some people make a point that David Ayer has a family. And if someone did, because, here's the reality. We don't know what happened. We can suspect. And, Costello made a point that, on a video that, it's possible that someone, like, his manager is like, hey, yeah, you got to put something out there. And David Ayer doesn't want to screw up his work with Hollywood because he has family. He has money. So there is that possibility. So
there is that, right? Like, Zach has clearly been blacklisted a little bit by certain studios. Granted, I know they've come back. Warner Brothers has asked them to work on the 300 prequel series, but there's a reason why he's over at Netflix. And I think certain directors have, when you don't play ball, like it is a well-known fact that as a fellow Hollywood director, you kind of have to be in support of Hollywood. You have to be in support of, going to see this movie. It's why you hear Zach a lot of the times being like, yeah, go see this movie, The Flash. It was amazing. Or, all these things that he has said. Right. And then some people go see the movies and they're like, what is he talking about? That movie was terrible,
I love the Flash movie, but I know that some people of your viewers didn't. But I feel like, to be fair, though, the Flash movie, though, actually might have benefited from that movie succeeding, though, because it's his cast.
True.
But I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
And what up, Qatar? And guess what? You are not too late, because we haven't started the movie yet. We're starting very soon. And this is great coming from Oso Fresh, considering that David Ayer went after him.
David Ayer went after Oso Fresh?
Yeah, this was early this year, like January of 2024. Oso Fresh made a comment that if David Ayer had played ball, we could have gotten the studio cut, or the Ayer's cut. I think he said 2016. It was a really early time, and David Ayer said, okay, laughing emoji. And it's so the fact that Oso Fresh is still fighting for the Ayer cut, I give him credit for that, because I don't know if I'd be that. Because I still feel, again, the Ayer cut is, I think, should be the path forward. And again, Trey, we don't. Yeah, this was way earlier this year. So, at the end of the day, we don't know what happened. And as you said, like, some people have to play ball so they don't get blacklisted in Hollywood. The reality is we don't know. But that's why I say, for right now, what I do know is that tomorrow, we are the fans. We decide what products we want. We don't have interest in Creature Commandos. We have interest in the Ayer cut. We don't have interest in James Gunn's Superman. We have interest in Henry Cavill's Superman. At least you and me, in terms of you and me, in terms of a lot of this chat. I can't speak for everyone. So tomorrow, guys, me personally, the hashtags that this channel endorses are the sell hashtag, sells the HDL to Netflix, sell Snyderverse to Netflix, but I'm not one of those people. Like, if I see you saying restore or whatever, I'm not going to come after you. That's not, just show support for Henry Cavill's Superman. That's the best thing we can do tomorrow. David Ayer doesn't want us to campaign for him. That's fine, because there's other projects to campaign for. And just campaign for Henry Cavill's Superman in general, because that's the Superman we're interested in. That's the one that they disrespected. So we're going to get started very soon. So I'm just going to kind of wrap this up by saying tomorrow, campaign for Henry Cavill's Superman, show support for that. And then afterwards, we can campaign for the Ayer cut again. But right now, I'm excited for this movie, Trey, and I'm ready to get started. So let me just switch on. So again, guys, hope it's all ready on Amazon Prime. We're going to get started. I'm going to do the countdown now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Two MGM Christmas movies in a row for me. I rewatched Red 1 yesterday.
I watched Red 1 as well. It was interesting. I wasn't crazy about it.
I liked it though. Like, it wasn't like a phenomenal masterpiece, but
yeah,
it did what the movie was supposed to do, in my opinion.
It was certainly different in terms of the Christmas genre.
Luke Wilson as Bruce
Luke
Wayne.
Wilson as Batman? Awesome.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, if you watch Stargirl, he plays Pat, Courtney's stepdad. A bat with a Santa hat. And I was chatting with Orko earlier. This is not Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, because I know last time she did a watch party. So Trey, I no alcohol on this stream.
Yeah, no alcohol this round, yeah.
Merry little Batman. Directed by Mike Roth. Oh my.
Who is Mike Roth? Sounds familiar. What else has he done? I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Unfortunately, I've been watching so much Simpsons with Bart's prank phone calls. I immediately read that as Mike Crotch.
What?
Yeah, see, that's one thing that is a little weird, is the animation in the series is a little weird.
Yeah, it's kind of giving me like Cowardly Dog vibes.
A what vibe?
Isn't it Coward the Cowardly Dog? Is that what it is?
Yes. I actually did like Courage Cowardly Dog, and that was a one that should not have been a kid's show, honestly.
It shouldn't have been a kid's show. It was so rough. The cat's name is Selena. Oh man.
Yep. I forgot about that completely. But doesn't surprise me, considering how Bruce loves Catwoman. See, Alfred is like the one that just really looks weird to me.
Yeah. I don't like it. Oh, it's Bruce?
No.
Oh, no. He said just Master Wayne. Okay.
So I'm sure you know who that is if it's not Bruce.
Yeah, that's a cat. Uh-oh. Just learning Dad is a Batman?
I think you already knew that. Definitely highest pitched Batman ever.
Hmm.
Yep. Oh, Trey, are you wearing a tie?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I got home from work like right before the stream, so I didn't change. We had a Christmas party, and so I stay the same. Sorry, I'm looking a little overdressed for the part. My bad.
Oh, I'm
What?
totally okay with. It actually kind of goes with the theme well. You have a beard like Batman and a Christmas tie. Oh, gonna be a dad. That sounds familiar, Trey.
Oh man, that's gonna hit home.
Are you gonna do that, Trey, before little Diana Prince Hamsmith is born?
Who knows, buddy? No. Diana Prince, that's adorable.
Which
Did I
again, for
tell you
those
we're
who
actually
sure,
gonna name her Diana?
yeah, that's Wonder Woman's name is Diana Prince.
Yeah, but did I tell you we're actually gonna name her Diana?
Oh, that's her name is Diane.
Yeah, we're literally gonna name her Diana.
Oh, really? That's so cool.
Yeah.
Which, for those of you who haven't heard the news, Trey over there gonna be a dad. She's gonna be a fellow Gemini, I think, just like us.
Probably. Yeah, it is around May.
Oh, nice shade there. I love the shade of Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Yep, that she will, Carrie Kelly, Wonder Girl.
Oh no, not blood sausage.
What is blood sausage?
I mean, they literally put pork blood in it. I've never had it, but I've seen a lot of people eat it, and never seen anyone eat it and enjoy it.
Ew. Yeah, that doesn't look good.
No.
Yeah, there is a lot of like references for Batman fans in this cartoon.
That's cute. His own utility belt. This is a very different Damien and Bruce relationship.
Yeah. Oh yeah, very different. It's yeah, normally they do not have this good of a relationship.
Yeah. Usually a lot colder and violent.
Okay, maybe at least take that out. Uh-oh.
Oh, how is it? Is it legit design from Adam West series?
So I don't remember. I think it. Yep.
Yeah. I used to have that somewhere. I have no idea where I put that phone.
Oh, you actually have a bat phone?
Yeah. Remember when I used our very first year of doing the Bat channel, we had the Bat phone, and it was kind of the cutesy little thing we would do to end the show, which the Bat phone would go off and we'd be left with like a Bat words of wisdom clip, you know? That was some of our very first videos. We did that like the first year. I have to bring that back.
Yeah. You know, when so happens, bring it back when so happens. It's so funny. It's been a while since I've watched your year one videos.
You don't have to. We've improved so much since then. I'm a lot less awkward. Maybe I'm still awkward. I have no idea.
What up, Koj?
My man.
No.
I agree, Batman. No one minds the donut crumbs. You're saving that for later. That's why I tell my wife anytime there's little crumbs in my beard, saving it for a snack.
I never keep my beard that big for it to have. I don't know. I don't like Batman with a beard, honestly. And I'm saying this as a guy with a beard myself.
Hey man, one of my favorite comic book lines is did you ever read Batman Venom?
Batman Venom? No.
Yeah, okay, so Batman Venom was a series that essentially the idea was and I believe the Batman movie was starting to pull a little bit from that comic book line, but essentially Batman tries to save a little girl. He fails, she dies, and he blames himself and he feels guilty. And he kind of says to himself that I'll never let this happen again because I wasn't strong enough. So he starts becoming addicted to the venom drug to make himself stronger. So he like grows a beard and like, yeah, he just becomes a full like drug venom addict. It's a great comic line.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that one out.
It's a good one. If you I think it's like 4 issues if you're able to find it.
I feel bad for Damien here. He's just like okay, you can't yell at your kid and expect him to hug you right afterwards.
I do. Why not? That's parenting.
Well, yeah, I'm sure if Wonder Wife did love the beer, I'm sure it would be off by now.
Yeah, I actually asked her if I could shave it kind of closer towards what you have back then, because that's how I used to wear my beard a lot, like very short. I used to call it the Bradley Coop, for Bradley Cooper look. And she was like, nope, keep it long. And I was like, all right.
Oh,
Guess I'll
damn.
always look weird with a Batman cowl on.
But like, you know, in terms of like the Batman Venom thing, the beard can look good depending on the context of the story. I just feel like in this story, it just looks weird. Like I would have liked to have seen him shave after.
Kind of like Bruce and Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Fair. True, Jokers. True.
No, Trey, we never did see the Bat Channel do that Joker 2 review.
And you're not gonna. I just watched it for the first time the other day, and I ain't gonna review that one. Yeah, I was not. I see why everyone didn't like it. Like, I think is even too strong of a word for that one. Did you do a review about that? I don't know if I saw it. If you did,
yeah, it's not called review. It's called "Was the Joker franchise overrated?" But that's when I did a double review with Zod and Josh. We reviewed both movies.
Okay, I'll have to look at that. By what law?
Nah,
I hated it more than I hated the first one.
Yeah. Well, the first. Oh my god! What is
Marshmallows?
Damien?
No kid. Eating the marshmallows, Damien.
I mean, the way I look at it is like the first Joker movie is a good movie, but to be honest, it's not like a good Joker movie. It's to me, it's a good character study, and I was fine with it because it was an Elseworld standalone movie, but it was meant to be an Elseworld standalone movie.
Yeah. To me, he just was never the Joker, and the fact that the second film kind of solidifies that thought kind of just made me feel like the whole thing was a waste. Yeah, I didn't think Lady Gaga did a good job at all, which is surprising because I think she's a brilliant actress. I actually had a friend who worked on it, and you can actually see her in the movie. She's the Barry sax player um, in one of the scenes for the musical number when
Oh,
they're like on
really?
stage performing. Yeah,
That's cool. I have to
I
watch.
was
I might watch.
I worked with her in marching band, and she used to be one of my mentors and teachers for a little bit before I became her coworker. Really talented artist. Which Leah, you ever watch this? You're amazing. I miss you.
That's really cool, though. So her name's Talia, not Talia.
No, it's Leah Conchaldi. You can actually see her pretty well in it too. They like show her, I think, in like 3 shots, and she's not hard to. Yeah, it's you can't miss her.
Okay. Yeah, that's really cool. Huh. So what's going on here? Yeah, I did not like Aquaman 2.
Yeah, if we're comparing, um, Joker 2 was definitely better than. Here's what I'll say about Joker 2. Joker 2 was really done well. Like it was a bad movie, but it was executed really well. If that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like you could tell talented people worked on it, cinematography, directing. I just think the story was awful. To me, it
Yeah.
felt like, well, I mean, they said it in the first movie during the, all the press for it. They're like, it's a one and done. They had no intentions to do a sequel. And I feel like the studio threw so much money at them that they would be stupid to say no. So they made a joke. Like it was almost like, okay, we did this stupid movie for you. Now will you tell us never to come back and do it? That's what it felt like. What
Yeah.
what am I eating, Super Bro? Some smacking pumpkin seeds, my man. I just got some of these and they're freaking kick ass. I love pumpkin seeds, and if you know me, I love sunflower seeds as well. Like during baseball season, that's all I eat. Um, and I saw these viral Instagram smacking pumpkin seeds thing, and finally decided to get some, and it ain't no joke. I mean the original right now, and it's pretty solid.
You know, Corey, now you can put Christmas stuff in my chats. Like, before you would do it all the time, but now it's actually Christmas time. Now let's get those Christmas emojis.
The kids carb loading? No. No, kid. No.
That looks disgusting. Thank you, Koj. And don't forget, guys, Christmas is 1 week from today. At least if you're watching this live. If you're watching this on replay, then it was yesterday for all I know. But point is, if you're watching this live, get your Christmas stuff ready. Make sure you got all the gifts you need to get. Make sure you get your presents wrapped. Make sure you got all your travel plans set. Make sure that's all taken care of now. Uh-oh. What up, Josh? How you doing, man?
Josh.
Thank you, Oracle's Clock Tower.
She's the goat. You know what event I am excited for, because I know there's a training event coming up that our boy Curly Ray is doing. Rebel Moon, man. Rebel Moon year 1.
Man, Trey, we swallowed both my announcements now.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean
That's
to.
okay, Trey. It's totally fine. I'm just
I
giving you a
wasn't made
hard
aware
time.
of anything.
But yeah, definitely. We'll get into that too.
Okay.
Definitely.
I won't say anything more of that.
Hey, to be fair, we already spoiled the Superman one, so
I apologize.
you're fine. Don't worry. So this is kind of like Home Alone in a way. They're even giving me the Wet Bandits vibe, even down to documenting the crime. Like, you know how the Wet Bandits, they would leave water faucets on. Did you know that house was sold? Apparently, and they totally redid the inside. The Home Alone house, which is in Chicago, actually. Or I don't know if it's a suburb of Chicago, but I know it's the Chicago area.
Was the actual set or filming in Chicago? I know it's clearly in Home Alone 2 it is, but I didn't realize in the first movie they actually filmed it in Chicago.
Yeah, I think it was filmed in Chicago.
That's cool. I just watched that the other day.
It's in Winnetka, Illinois. Yeah, Superman Lois was actually good. Unlike No, I haven't. I should have, but now it's a private owned there's gonna be a lot of people passing that house.
Have you driven around to see all the Man of Steel sites yet?
No, I have not.
Oh, buddy, you should. It's cool. It's cool. I think you'll geek out as much as I did. Sarah was laughing at me. Weirdly, you saw me smiling at a freaking cemetery, which I know is kind of creepy and kind of weird, but to be at the cemetery where they filmed the Superman funeral scene and Batman and Wonder Woman are like, we have to find more. Men are still good. It was just like a cool feeling.
Oh, that cemetery was also filmed in Batman v Superman then, because I know Batman v Superman wasn't filmed in Illinois as much as Man of Steel. But
No, it wasn't, but yeah. I'm Batman. If there's a house to be locked in, this is probably the house to be.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What do you mean Man of Steel house is not there?
Yeah, they did take down the Man of Steel house, but you can still see the trees. It still very much looks like the overall set.
Well, hopefully they put that house back up at some point, if you catch my drift.
It would be cool.
Yeah, see, this is I get a lot of Home Alone vibes from this film.
That's a great
part of it.
Mm-hmm. They do. Yeah. I actually have a picture of Sarah in front of that American flag painted wall. See? Already opened that up and already gone. See, that's what happens when I open up pumpkin seeds. So good.
So if anyone needs a timestamp, because we're getting a lot of people joining right now, we are approaching 28 minutes and 40 seconds. Did I say that? Yeah, 28. Okay. From my angle, it's hard to see like the first number. Wait, would that steering wheel even make a sound disconnected from the car?
I'm not sure. Would it? Wow. My utility belt.
So now he can't just kick the robber's ass and look for the belt later. I mean, the boss isn't going to care about that, so.
He sees that he's a bad angel.
That's awesome.
So wait, Batman keeps the key to the Batcave under the mat. Oh, okay, there's some other security measures. Yeah. So just to clarify, people, I've seen this movie before, but I don't remember it that well. So a lot of this is still like a refresher for me.
Is this your second or third time watching it? How many times have you seen it? Second? Okay.
I mean, since you know me well, I don't watch Christmas specials outside of Christmas. Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas, that one I'll watch for either Christmas or Halloween because it works for both.
Oh, that's an interesting looking Batmobile.
Yeah.
Has an old school hot rod look to it.
Can you even drive, kid?
He's Damien, of course he can.
Are you gonna let your daughter drive at that age?
Hell no. Yep. What else we got? No, damn it. Oh, they did have the Adam West. That's cool. All right, we're just gonna go classic with it. That's okay, kid. Damien's suit?
Oh, okay, I remember this part. Why are you taking off your underwear?
Oh no, kid. Oh. Oh no. That's so funny that he has him in the stroller behind him. Oh god. No. Oh sure. Hmm. What? Oh no.
And a bat dad. You got a bat mom, but not a bat. Well, super bat mom specifically, but not a bat dad.
Time for night night.
Oh yeah, Trey, that's a good question.
Hmm. Are you gonna call yourself Bat Dad? I thought about being Bat Daddy. I don't know. Whatever the kid wants to call me, it'll probably be Poopy Head or something.
I just worry about super uncle.
Super Super Uncle Corey.
Yeah, hopefully super uncle's a good influence on your kid.
Who's gonna be absolutely terrible. I can tell you. He's already told me some of the things he's gonna do, and it's just like I'm gonna keep that child far, far away from him. No, just kidding. Bad pops. Okay.
I actually became an uncle this year.
I heard about that. How's that been going?
Yeah, it's been going well.
Yeah. How old is the little one now?
About born in July. That's math. 7 months, 6 months.
6 months? Okay.
I think whatever born in July is. I know she was born in July, early July.
Yeah, it's about
Too
6 months. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank you. And oh, congratulations to Curly Ray.
Hey, that's awesome, brother. The bat bite. Yes, let's go. Never trust the red button, kid.
Oh, they just had the Waynes.
Oh, that was cool. Robert Kane and Bill Finger.
Oh.
That's cool.
Oh, right, yeah.
I'm glad they gave Bill Finger some love. We need to. Bill Finger
I
deserves
think
even
Zack
more
Snyder
credit.
was the first one to do that.
He it was the first movie that ever had the credit to both Bob and Bill.
Jesus Christ, Alfred, how long does it take you to get marshmallows?
Jolly Jack's candy. It looks like a cover for Axe Chemicals. Yeah.
They should have just left instead of going anywhere near the hideout. Get arranged with the disappearer.
Kick me? Is it? Does Joker have a son? Oh no. Okay.
Oh yeah, he does.
I can see it.
Especially with that hat.
Mm-hmm. Jesus.
Yeah, I can beat you guys.
Oh. It's a Batman oh god, what was that? The
Pinball.
pinball, thank you. I kept wanting to say ping pong, but
So you got beat up by a kid. That's your argument. I would have stopped talking. You're not helping your cause. You know, Joker's head is very Christmas related. He has green hair, red lips, and a white face.
oh god, that's creepy. I don't like that. Aww. He just, oh man. What? Can I at least have my phone? Oh, poison ivy.
You could just lure him to you. You could literally just like hack all the signals and be like, hey, if you want your belt, come here.
Yeah. So we're not quite doing the Art Deco style with Gotham City. Fair.
No, not quite.
It's a little Dark Knight there. As long as this device is here, I won't be.
What did he mean? Oh, he thinks. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Dad thinking everything. Oh no.
Thinking everything revolves around him. Yeah, let's see what Leslie Tompkins did say. Yeah, you got to do a Christmas special with Mr. Freeze.
Without question.
Also, the real Batman would definitely not care about invading privacy like that. The real Batman would be like, yeah, let's do it.
Sergeant Rock.
You know what I've
Where
never
is the
understood for these
Turboman
Christmas...
doll? Sorry, what was that?
You know these Christmas specials, you know all those Christmas specials where they say everyone thinks Santa doesn't exist, but he does?
Hmm.
Who do the parents think got the presents then? I've never understood that. Like the Santa Claus. It's like, who do you think bought those presents if Santa doesn't exist?
It is an interesting predicament. I always feel like maybe they think the other parent did it and they just don't talk about it. I don't know though.
Yeah, especially when the other parent is like a Christmas hater, a complete Scrooge.
Yeah.
They totally.
No need. I'm happy.
Good for you, kid.
Yeah, I gotta
You're
stop
making
at the
daddy
mall
proud.
again and look at the Christmas decorations and check out Santa's Ice Palace again. I always enjoy seeing the kids sing on Santa's lap. There's something about it that brings a smile to my face. No, that's not. Like, I'll be honest, I really did love J.K. Simmons as Santa. He did a real, it was definitely in a different take, but I really liked it.
I thought he was a good Santa, yeah, in Red One. I think he had the essence down. I didn't realize, I mean, I've seen pictures of how shredded J.K. Simmons is, but watching that movie, I was like, holy shit. The dude is swole.
Oh.
Oh my god. Burn. What is the pasta maker? That's funny that
Oh,
they
yeah.
did the
Don't watch the
Batman and
Harley Quinn
Robin Bane.
series anymore. Since you said pasta maker.
Yeah, from the Harley Quinn. I stopped watching it after like the second season. It got too much for me, but I did think Bane was hilarious as hell.
Oh, I did love Bane in that series, but
Yeah.
I
He,
think
he
it got too political. Like basically they were doing the whole rich white man's the bad guy thing in season 3. I'm like,
Oh, did they? Yeah, see, I didn't get that far.
yeah, and they did that on Bruce Wayne. Like you can't do that on Batman. If you're doing that on
Um,
Batman, I'm not. And like, well, yeah, when I say like this channel does not get political, I'm very committed to that. So if I ever criticize something for being political, I may agree with the stance or disagree with that, but I don't want to see it in my on my shows. That's how come no one's ever thought of that way to kill Poison Ivy before?
or with the weed killer. It's hilarious.
But yeah, that's why I definitely would not have no interest in the Harley Quinn series anymore.
Mm. Oh, come on, kid. To help him fly, kid. We all know that. Oh, classic. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Okay, the tree did all that. That was a really big tree to look at all the damage he's caused just for his belt. Oh, that sounds a lot like Penguin. Yeah, I actually didn't really like Penguin and Batman Returns, though, honestly.
I don't, I think Danny DeVito could have been a great Oswald Cobblepot. I've realized the longer as those movies age, I feel like they don't age well. Like, I think Tim Burton had Gotham City down, but I think everything else he kinda the Joker was awesome, but I hate his take on Oswald. The Penguin is just too weird.
Well, so Tim Burton was held back a lot more in the first Batman movie than he was Returns.
Yeah.
Like, I like the first one. The first one aged a lot better for me, but the second one
Agreed.
just
The first one is definitely the best of those 2 because I think it just Jack Nicholson is incredible. Gotham City is epic and just, it was like a real first cinematic experience of a gothic Batman, which was awesome. I just think in a way, I get it. It's a bit nostalgic love. Like a lot of the Keaton fans are just like, they're all about Keaton. There's no better Batman than Keaton. And I understand that. But like when you look at him compared to the comics and like who Batman is, like, it's really not that great.
yeah, not. I mean, especially all these people give Ben Affleck shit for killing and all, and there's Keaton like
Smiling away.
And like some of these people love Michael Keaton's Batman who criticize it. I'm like,
still say that Batmobile's whoa, I love it.
Really, Metropolis? You want to tangle with Superman? I do love that ironic shirt he's wearing.
Oh my god! A freeze is coming. Yep. What the hell? Oh my god.
Uh-oh. Someone's in trouble. Okay, so Trey, I have to ask you so far, of the 2 watch parties you've had with me, which movie do you like better so far? Merry Little Batman or Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey?
I mean, this one's more enjoyable, but I also hold it at a different level. Like, to me, animation, especially like that's really intended for kids, and you kind of are meant to turn off your brain and kind of just enjoy. Live action, I kind of hold a little more weight to it. But yeah, I'm enjoying this one. It's cute. Would I consider it the greatest scene since sliced bread? No, but it's adorable.
And honestly,
You-
that's
I-
okay sometimes.
yeah, it
Like-
is. Go ahead.
Like,
Sorry.
Nowadays, people just think it has to be like Zack's are just like epic or it's a failure. It's like,
No, everything has its place. Like, to me, a great example of like some animation that like really goes above and beyond, like the whole Spider-Verse animated films. Like the second one, the first one is a great multiverse movie. It's just like one of the best multiverse movies of all time. But when you talk about like Zack Snyder has talked about how films can deconstruct genres. The second Spider-Verse movie, I think it's Across the Spider-Verse. That one is a deconstruction of the superhero genre, and that's why I think that one is a masterpiece. I love the second one.
yeah, I like the second one. I have to watch it again at some point. Just
It's so good, brother. I love the conflicts they kind of ask um, of a superhero, you know, or like because what do they call it? What do they call it? I'll look it up real quick so I don't mess it up.
sorry, I have to like watch with like one headphone in, or else I don't hear you.
Oh, you're good, bud.
What did you say? Could you say what you just said again?
I'm trying to find what they call the specific thing in the
Oh.
plot of the Across the Spider-Verse movie. There's a technical term they call it. I just want to make sure I don't mess it up.
Oh, that's not a trap at all. And they're in a zoo with penguins. Gee, I wonder
yeah.
which villain this is.
So the canon events is what they call it.
Oh, yeah.
How they like certain things have to happen for every Spider-Man, right? Uncle Ben always has to die.
Yeah.
You know, for him to become Spider-Man, or Miles Morales' father always has to die, you know, and it's that conflict, like because he knows it's a canon event and it has to happen. Does a hero say no, I have to stop that, you know, I have to save them? Or do they let it happen so that they can serve the greater good eventually? Like it's that internal conflict that is it's what makes that movie so perfect, you know?
You know, I've always had mixed feelings about plots like that because I don't like the idea that like that certain things have to happen. That's like the problem. That's like the chance we have with those kinds of multiverses.
Mm.
Like when the right here, Carrie Kelly, was someone asking about Super Bowl? But I do want to see Beyond the Spider-Verse. I'm definitely excited for that one.
I am
Just
too.
get rid of pregnant Spider-Woman. We don't need that character. Get rid of that character. But
Pregnant Spider-Woman? Maybe I missed that.
remember the one who recruited Gwen, or not? Yeah, Gwen Stacy.
She was pregnant?
Yeah, she was pregnant.
I totally. Maybe I didn't pay enough attention to it.
How does Infinity plus one even make sense? Like, it's Infinity. You can't go more than, like, that's. Right back. Gotta get some water.
Okay. Child abuse.
Ooh. Oh, no. You think they would have designed like the artificial intelligence to be more like indestructible, or at least like have a backup unit somewhere.
Mm. Is it the balloons too? Oh my god. Hubba hubba hubba. Hooba hooba hooba. Who do you
Since when do you have a Christmas parade?
There's Christmas parades. My
That was
man,
more
did you
Thanksgiving.
yeah, well true, it is more of a Thanksgiving thing, but you've never seen Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Never seen that movie. And yeah, I know I've gotten shit for this on Lethal Geeks. And hold your reaction. Just want to answer Katara's question real quick.
That's fair.
We are approaching 1 hour, 1 minute, and 40 seconds. There's a really bad glare on this angle. But anyway, you were saying?
Jingle All the Way is a great Christmas movie. It's underrated. But Jake Lloyd is in it, who played Anakin Skywalker. What's up, Zod?
What up, Zod Rider?
But and Arnold Schwarzenegger, obviously. It's a in Sinbad. It's a cute Christmas movie. I would recommend it, and you would probably dig it.
Well, I got some watch party today we got to do next year then. We got the Krampus, Jingle All the Way.
If you want to watch Krampus, I mean, I personally don't think Krampus is a great movie. It's an interesting Christmas movie that kind of looks at it from a different angle, especially for the Germans' point of view of how they sometimes celebrate Christmas with Krampus. But yeah, it's an interesting one.
I mean, Santa technically is German. Oh, this is sad. Aw.
Nice. That's cute.
Aw. Wow, the AI dies more sad for it. What a great time for Zod Rider to come on.
Right. Gotham's on fire. That's awesome.
Easiest police
Is it
police
just like the
department
bat? They
job
was
in the
son of a
world.
nutcracker. I'm so glad we have the bat signal. La 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 la. Oh shoot. Oh man.
Seriously, so now Alfred has the
Now-
marshmallows? I mean, how far away are they from grocery store?
Oh my god. Is this just all in Damien's head?
Sure.
Oh
Oh.
no.
And also, the Thanksgiving parade is already half Christmas if you think about it.
Mm.
Like the official Macy's one, it's like it's probably more
Yeah.
Christmas than Thanksgiving.
Oh. Boom. Uh-oh.
Oh, do you remember this part? I know exactly who it is.
Scarecrow?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe it's your mom. Who knows?
Oh, sick bird.
Hey guys, can we get some snake emojis in the chats?
How dare you? That's just mean. I've actually been have you been playing the new Indiana Jones game at
I am
all?
so behind on my video games, Trey. I need to play more. Oh, it's Alfred. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Have you?
I've played it a little bit, and I did see there's a boss fight that has a big ass python in it, and I was like, I'm gonna have to skip that one.
Thank you, Trevor H.
You guys disappoint me, all of you.
Thank you, 9 Lives.
Cobra Kai never dies, Zodrider. I'm excited for the new Karate Kid, man. I think I might do a trailer reaction. I just finished part 2 of, was it season 6 of Cobra Kai? Crazy ending.
I've only seen the first 2 movies. I've never watched Cobra Kai.
Bro, it's actually, for if you're a huge fan, if you really enjoy Karate Kid and all those movies, Cobra Kai does such an incredible job for that fandom as a franchise that they pay so much respect to that entire thing. Like I can totally understand why Karate Kid fans love Cobra Kai. It's a kick-ass show.
Yeah, I never really got that into Karate Kid, but I did see the first 2 movies.
Mm.
I love how Alfred's like, you misplaced the bat pod. Okay, Trey, we want that trailer reaction.
Who does? Oh. All right. I might do it. I saw it. I know I've been so out of it, guys. I'm sorry. Life's been busy.
Jeez, Alfred, why don't you pay attention? Like he just like let Damien walk away from him, and he doesn't even notice that he's gone. Exactly. Real life always comes first. That's what I tell people.
Mhm.
Well, if anything, maybe he needs to get as much treatment as he can out right now before little Diane is Prince Ham Smith.
Little Diana. Actually a coworker, I think I said this on Lethal Geeks, but when I told my work that we're expecting one of my coworkers who knows I have a YouTube channel was just like, say goodbye to that, buddy. And I was like, damn, that hurts.
Yeah, well, it actually depends. I heard actually like the first month is actually you're not that busy because I was asking my sister and brother-in-law about that, and they said they're actually not that busy. They weren't that busy at first because like babies, they just sleep a lot.
Hopefully. Who knows? I've heard mixed stories on that.
What you need to do, Trey, to keep your YouTube channel is just buy some baby chloroform. And every time you start your show, just get some chloroform, baby chloroform, and put your baby to sleep for the duration of the stream. Oh, a snow globe.
A little globe. That's cute.
Yeah, hopefully my sister never sees this stream. She's never going to let me see my niece again.
Oh my god. I got what was the wine called? The warm wine that they have on Christmas. Is it
I know what you're talking about.
Is it meal wine? No.
It's called. Oh, are you talking Glucan wine? Glue wine?
Is that what is it? Mulled wine. Yeah, mulled wine. Is it the warm wine? Yeah, mulled wine. Where they put like a cinnamon. It's almost like warm sangria, like spiced sangria. What did Law say? I survived raising 2 babies back in the day, Trey. Were you doing a YouTube channel at the time, Law? I'm just curious. If so, I mean, I'm gonna have to reach out to you for some advice, brother.
Maybe this will be the Super Bro channel soon.
Corey might have to take over. I'll have to hang up the cape. Joker was here. Oh my god, doing the paint too. That's hilarious. Oh.
Aw, boo-hoo.
Oh, the criminals are his family. That's adorable.
Aw. First Joker to actually care about his villain cohorts.
Yep. Yikes. They Grinched it.
Yeah, except they're probably not going to give the presents back. And again, I don't remember, guys. That's not a spoiler. I don't remember if they get the presents back or not. Boo hoo. Boo hoo.
Bahu Doris, Bahu Dore, welcome Christmas. It's totally.
Zod and I actually did a watch party for the Killer Grinch movie last year.
Oh, did you really? Is it better than Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, or worse?
No, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey was much better.
Far superior. Okay.
I mean, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey was actually good. The sequel's a masterpiece.
You would put it on the level of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
No, not quite that good.
So not a masterpiece.
I mean, I liked it better than Across the Spider-Verse. Because I mean, so Trey, when you do your top 5 this year for New Year's, oh my God, look what he did to that belt.
Oh, wow. It's full of deadly things.
Well, Zod, you were roasting that movie with me. But Trey, when you do your New Year's stream, are you going to respect people's choices this year for your top 5 movies? Or are you going to make fun of them again?
Yours, if it includes Winnie the Pooh, absolutely not. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Yeah, actually, Corey and I have been discussing that. I don't know if we'll do a stream on New Year's. I think we're gonna do a video. Just because last year's stream didn't do so hot, so rather than waste our valuable time on a holiday, we'll just make a recorded video. But
it's hard to like do streams on the holidays because people are doing other things.
Yeah,
especially because like New Year's Eve is like one of those days where it's like the eve is really the bigger holiday than the day itself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm excited though. I think some people will be surprised by our rankings, and then some might be like, yeah, they were expecting that. But I think there'll be some. We might do a top 10 because I've seen a ton of movie this year.
Oh my God!
Sadly, not as much in the theaters. A lot of it's been on streaming this year, but there's some solid films out this year.
Yeah, like those Rebel Moon director's cuts. I don't like that reaction. Did you not like those director cuts, Trey?
I mean, if you saw the review, you know the answer to that, big fella.
Can't remember. I feel because I did the watch parties with you. I know I saw those.
I got so much shit for that review, man. Mostly I got shit for the thumbnail. The thumbnail, I guess, was too clickbaity for that one.
Well, unfortunately, I got the extreme Zack Snyder fans. Yes, more than us people, and the haters.
Yeah.
I mean, now granted, I'm probably an extreme Snyder fan myself, but you know what I mean. Like,
the funny part, it was actually Snyder fans who attacked me on that one. You know. I should say my fellow Snyder fans because I am one, but
I mean, to be fair, when I woke up from my anesthesia, the first thing I did say was Ezra Miller is innocent, sells the jail to Netflix, sells Snyderverse Netflix.
Dad, I gotta say, that is one of the like craziest and yet like so freaking awesome things I've ever heard you say. The fact that like your first thoughts are not like, you know, am I okay? Am I doing all right? It's Ezra Miller's innocent. I just imagine like the doctor being like, what the fuck? Like what have you been a part of? You know, like worried about your safety.
Uh-oh, who's that? Oh my god, Mr. Freeze is defeated.
Let's go.
You pissed off Bad Dad.
Yeah, well, I'm like all those paid shows under my chat, or not my chat, my post. Bad Joker.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
yep,
sorry, it's
Batman
Tim
Returns.
Burton's Penguin. Okay. Ooh. Oh no.
Ah, that was good, Damien.
Oh. He's whooping their ass. The only way to get Bane ever.
Technically, Bane's supposed to be tough even without his venom.
Yeah.
Like, the Nightfall saga made me fall in love with Bane.
Mm. Mm. I know a lot of people were kind of conflicted on it, but I really enjoyed City of Bane from the Rebirth saga.
City of Bane, you said?
Mm-hmm. It is one of the more recent comics. I want to say it was like 2022, 2023. No, yeah, yeah, sometime around there. I think 2022 maybe.
Okay. Yeah, some comics I need to start reading. Just don't always.
Yeah, I need to catch up. I'm way behind. Hopefully during Christmas break I can just spend a couple of weeks.
Oh, I guess those two goons aren't dead if, like, the villains are falling in there. Oh, I just realized he does sound like Arnold. How can I not say it? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. You got to do it, Batman. Just say my name. Say it, Arnold Schwarzenegger. You put the Turbo Man doll with the battery set in the rockets like a jetpack. You don't know what I'm talking about because you've never seen Jingle All the Way, you bastard.
Well, that's the other one that I think we need to do a watch party for next year.
That might happen, bro. That might happen. I think we're approaching an anniversary year too. I can't recall.
Yeah. Or if you want to do a watch party and have me on your channel, even.
I'm good with either. Here, let me see. Let me see when Jingle All the Way came out. If it's an anniversary year, I'll definitely do it. Not yet. It's 1996 was the year. So if you wanted to do it on yours next year, we can.
Yeah. Okay. You heard it here, folks. A year from now.
A year from now, set your reminders. Na, 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 na. Oh, poor Joker.
Yeah, I know Thin Havoc. I know.
Bad day. I may have to send you that for like Christmas. There's one of my coworkers who's also not like well versed in movies, which is silly because he works for like a company that's livelihood is kind of on movies and stuff. So he has like a giant poster. I mean, it's huge. It's bigger than the Mighty Pegasus Dark Side poster I have back there, just full of movies that he has to watch. And I think it has like something like 250 movies on it that are like considered all-time great masterpieces. I'll have to find you that list.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of them ones I haven't seen. Oh, okay, they are getting their presents back. But how do you know which presents belong to whom? And why shouldn't Alfred be wearing a disguise?
It's like Adam West Batman, where all he would wear is just a little like goggles on him. Clearly, it was Alfred, but that's it.
Well, to be fair, Clark Kent doesn't have a good disguise either, so.
Unless if you look like James Gunn's Clark Kent.
Oh, no.
Where it looks like he has a freaking raccoon hat on his head. Selena the cat. Oh.
What? No, you don't. Oh. Well, hopefully this one didn't kill Jason Todd, or else that's really insulting.
Ooh. Thank God. I'm glad that didn't go any further. There's no way Batman would give two shits. What?
You were saying? And Alfred, again, is not... Because he was wearing glasses the whole time, so I don't know if that's really a disguise.
No.
You go all the way.
Is there a post credit to this?
I don't remember. Google's not doing a good job of... Let's see. Okay, it's just a green little goodbye. So
Just
there's no post credit scene in this.
Oh, okay.
Unless you care about the pictures. We'll count this as, we'll just say the movie's over now.
Okay.
If you want. But, you know, well, I'll leave this playing in the background at least while we discuss those. So, what are your thoughts, Trey?
It's cute. Yeah, it's I agree with Carrie Kelly and yeah, I mean the ending I'm not too crazy about. I don't exactly like the messaging there. I kind of feel like it went too family friendly where like not everyone's a bad guy. Sometimes we're just, you know, kind of like it's the Joker. Like let's recognize bad when it's bad, and that shouldn't be rewarded in any way, you know. But other than that little thing, I'm not going to hold that entire small like 10-second scene to ruin the 90-minute movie. It's a kid's Batman movie. Is it my favorite kids Batman movie? No, I think I would still give that to, like, in terms of, like, a real full on, like, made for kids Batman movie. So I don't throw Batman the animated series or anything of that world in there, but something like I think I like Lego Batman better, you know. Um, but it was a cute movie that's fun to watch with the little one. So I'll probably watch it with my future little one on the way. Um, but yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think I can agree with that. It's not like some remarkable, like groundbreaking movie that I'm gonna write home about, but it was a fun movie to watch on Christmas and one I wanted to share with you, Trey, and definitely one that yeah you should watch with little Diane when she's born, and one that I might watch with my niece at one point. We'll see, but and I agree. I don't like that ending bit. The animation's a little weird, at least for Alfred, but I do love Damien. I do like the take of Damien. Batman takes I'm getting used to. Batman, it's like that because like I have to remember this is a different take, so I can't. So even though he's not like the dark, low voice that Batman's supposed to have normally, I have to remember it's a different version. But there's some great moments too, like the AI Batman he has with Damien. Like those two have a really good moment together. So I think there's a lot of cool stuff in this movie too.
yeah. I loved a ton of Easter eggs, a ton of cute little things that I think if like there's definitely some stuff there for adults where like you could kind of chuckle with the bat nipples from Batman and Robin, some of the Dark Knight jokes with the security the phone cellular how to peek in on people's privacy kind of thing was cute. A lot of references from some of the Tim Burton verse. So I mean there was a lot of things to kind of like appreciate if you're like a crazy Batman fan like you and I. Um yeah, I mean, is it something that like I would put in my top 15 greatest Batman things I've ever seen? No. But it's just fun, it's just cutesy, Betsy, Christmassy, all the cutesy thingies. I don't know.
Yeah, well, no, I agree exactly. It's not groundbreaking masterpiece. It's a fun film that I would definitely watch with kids. And again, they put because like a lot of kid shows do this in general. Is they put adult stuff in there so that adults will
Yeah.
actually enjoy it. And they also know that even though it is like a kids movie, it's Batman. There's a lot of adults who like Batman, so they're gonna put stuff in there for the adults too for that reason. So
Yeah.
I
I
guess
don't know. Did you ever play a video game called Gotham City Imposters?
no.
Okay. For some reason, just the kind of like craziness and the look of this like cartoonish wildness. Gotham City Imposter was like an online multiplayer console game that was like set in like Gotham City, and you would have different maps. It was kind of like there'd be two gangs. There would be the Batman gang and the Joker gang, and it was imposters, like just civilians, like crazy civilians dressed up like Batman or Joker. And it was like cheap clothing. Like someone had like a bag that was like drawn with Batman's face on it. Or like a weird robber mask that they cut up to have like ears or something like that, or just like crappy makeup for the Joker. And you guys would like go around trying to shoot each other. Basically, it was kind of like a Call of Duty Warzone game, but with Batman and Joker people. And just the look of Damien in the beginning with the bag over his head just kind of reminded me of that and that silliness and quirkiness. So it was cute. Yeah.
Would you
Or are
rate
we scoring it?
Yeah, out of 10, would you rank it as or rate it as?
3. 3. I'll give it a kid score. Normally, I don't believe in rookie scores. I'll give it a 3. 3
Is
out of
this out
10.
of 5? Okay, out of 10. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. I would give it for me. I'm gonna give it and I'm maybe being a little generous, but I'm gonna give it a 5.1234698235468 out of 10. Not some fantastic groundbreaking masterpiece. And honestly, for a kids movie, that's fine. I mean, so let's go up. We got Zodwriter who gave it a 4. Sin Havoc was a lot more generous than I thought. I thought Sin Havoc would
Oh
give it like a
wow.
-3. But like Sin Havoc is really hard on this stuff.
Hmm.
Qatar gives it a 2.5. Oracle Clock Tower says 5.1. I mean, that's assuming we're going to get Gunny Poo's Batman. We'll see if that actually happens.
Yeah.
We got a 2.8, 5, and then 4.8. And then yes, and I mean, I'll be honest, only like the first 2 decimal points are real. Everything else are just kind of random numbers I throw in there. 4.2. Okay, well, I'm not counting that. If you're just gonna do that just because of that, I'm counting your other
Because of
score.
Batman. Hurtful.
2.1225224. Okay.
Oh,
So
did you see what he did there? I get it.
wait, -13. I don't.
No, the 122524. He put Christmas dates. Yeah,
Oh, good catch, Trey. Good catch. I totally missed that. Bad levers
crazy
went
way.
in. Which again, I guess if you're watching this on replay a year later, that was this. This stream is being recorded in 2024. So, but yeah, I thought again, not not a fantastic movie, but I think it's an enjoyable movie to watch with kids, and it shows that again, Warner Brothers is willing to license out their content, their DC content, to other streaming services. So there's that.
And not only that, one of their biggest IPs. It's not just some silly, like when they did the DC Lucifer show on Netflix, which was a lesser known comic book that they had, or the
Very loosely
Sandman.
based.
Yeah, it's or Sweet Tooth. I think Sweet Tooth was another
Yes.
DC licensing that they did, but this is actually a big IP, right? Batman, and yet they license it out to Amazon. Now, granted, people would say, well, it was done in a less serious and upscale level of Batman, like something like the Batfleck movie would be, but still, nonetheless, it's what it proves, like you said, Batman, is that it's licensing. And it's licensing of a character IP that is high level. So proves a lot. Just like what was Batman Cape Crusader. That was a big deal.
Yeah.
That was an upscale Batman animated. You brought in oh gosh. Bruce Timm. There we go. You brought in Bruce Timm from Batman the Animated Series. Like, while I didn't quite enjoy that show, you still brought in some big names to, put it on a higher scale. So yeah, it's possible.
Just got to keep fighting, got to keep trending. That's all. Because I mean, again, yes, obviously, if this was like the only thing that was licensed, I wouldn't say that means anything. But it's like the fact that this, along with other properties that you mentioned, Trey, that just shows that there is a precedent for this, and that. Good one, Qatar. I hope your kids don't see that one. Hey, Qatar's kids, I think you're seeing some pressure here from Qatar. Sell is the only way. Oh no, I agree, Sin Havoc. I totally agree. Sell all the way. Absolutely.
At this point, I think they may not even sell the licensing, but the company as a whole may be sold.
Or maybe DC. If they split it up, they'll sell DC.
Yeah, I get the sense that could be the case. Didn't you hear there was some article that came out that said that if Superman does fail, then the DCEU is done. It will be sold off.
Well, I said that the DCU is done. I didn't know about the selling off part, but if that's the case, even interesting. Maybe to a company that actually cares about their properties. So
hopefully,
we'll see. Nice. But Sin Havoc is saying sell. So, but it also predicts the end of the world happening in like a day. So who knows with Sin Havoc?
Help me, Netflix. You're my only help.
So any final thoughts you want to say on this movie or anything before we wrap up?
Thank you for having me and for showing me this movie. It's definitely fun, like it's not meant to be taken seriously. Not everything has to be taken seriously. I think is a way to introduce Batman to very, very young little kids. I think it's cute. As someone who's about to be a bat dad, it does kind of hit in the feels in a way that it probably wouldn't have before. So I'll be curious. At least I know I have something that I could show my little Diana at some point in her life as she grows up and maybe gets into Batman. But yeah, it's fun, you know. And hey, it's the holidays, just in for a good cheerful time, you know. And we'll see what happens tomorrow with the craziness that will explode. And you know, who knows what happens with David Ayer's Suicide Squad? Life is just crazy right now. It's just who knows what's going to happen. It's a weird time.
Yeah. Yeah, a very weird time right now, Trey. You said that perfectly. Weird time to be a DC fan, which is why you're more all about featherless theropods right now.
Well, I mean, it's not so much even that. I mean, we've always wanted to talk about stuff that makes us happy. And I mean, right now DC is just in a place where it's clearly not content made for my taste, but if you like it, cool, have fun with it. Um, you know, don't be mad if someone says it's not theirs and they don't like it and gives reasons, but if they people do like it, then to each their own, you know. But I'll
Exactly.
be curious to see what happens tomorrow.
You know, same here. I am too. And actually, you know, this brings up to a great point. Tomorrow, 12/19, Henry Cavill Superman trending reminder. So, guys, let's show our support for Henry Cavill Superman tomorrow. Let's show the company what we are interested in. Me, I will be choosing not to engage with the Warner Brothers Discovery and put my engagement with Netflix with sell Zia Shale to Netflix, sell Snyderverse to Netflix. Show what I am actually interested in, not what Gunny Poo is interested in. Because I'm just gonna say this too, guys. Do not hashtag Superman at all, because unfortunately, James Gunn, by making the movie called Superman, any Superman hashtag will be affiliated with him. So I'm not gonna get too big about what hashtags to use, but if you're not a fan of James Gunn, do not hashtag Superman itself. You know, you can do the hashtags the sell hashtags or Henry Cavill Superman, but do not hashtag Superman, period. But let's show our support for the Superman we love. So that's the call to action for tomorrow. And I will be doing a stream tomorrow on this with Josh Herrera. I think he confirmed yes, so be on the lookout for that. It's going to be called Superman is Beautiful at Christmas. And thank you, Trey. Thank you for reminding me. Hit the like button, guys. But it's going to be called Superman is Beautiful at Christmas. A quote that Mikey Sutton said back when Man of Steel 2 was going to get made and when it was going to take place during Christmas time. So it's a bit of a tribute to him. And I will be addressing some of the troll comments I received on a certain post I had about Henry Cavill Superman. Won't be going to the specific comments, but just my general thoughts on that. So be on the lookout for that. Anything you want to add, Trey?
For in terms of the Superman event?
Yes, just in general for training for Superman tomorrow.
Yeah, just you know, there's nothing wrong with making your voices heard. I always prefer that we be respectful about it, you know, because that's the way I think that's the way we beat them. Is, you know, people are going to try to slap the toxic fandom sticker on you, but I think when you're just showing your love and passion for something, like Henry Cavill said, like he gave an interview where people were saying like, hey, like I think he was talking about The Witcher, and he was also talking about the DC EU at the time, and they're asking like, how do you handle like a lot of the fan criticisms that happen and fandoms and stuff like that? And he said he doesn't take it as criticism, he doesn't take it as negative, he just takes it as it's passionate fans who are allowed to have a voice. And if you want something, if you demand a certain product, hopefully the company that's in charge of that IP is listening. And I think if you make your voices heard, and especially financially, you make your voices heard, I think either they'll listen and figure it out, or they'll lose money to the point where they'll have to find someone who will listen to the fans. So, you guys, if the Snyder Cut was proof of anything, you guys are much more powerful than you think, or maybe what the company gives you credit for. So, make your voices heard. You know, it's as simple as that.
Well said, Trey.
Stand movie. Let's go.
Yes, so Zod Rider will be releasing the One Punch Dan teaser tomorrow. So that's the trailer that I'll be reacting to and I'll be interested in. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you, Zod Rider, One Punch Dan. And thank you for what you said, Trey. I think it's very important to remember. Being passionate, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's another trending event I want to bring up now. 12/22 Rebel Moon Anniversary Trending Event done by the Curly Ray, aka Rebel Moon Theory. So that day, hashtag Rebel Moon, show our support for Rebel Moon, the franchise that we love.
And if I can, I just want to say, because I'm super excited, especially for this event that our boy Curly Ray is putting on. There's one more hashtag I want to throw in there. And I don't care what Curly Ray, if you're listening, bro, you can tweak it however you want to, but I want something in there that also says make Rebel Moon 3, or part 3, however you want to call it, because I want freaking more Rebel Moon. I think I was talking about this on Lethal Geeks the other day, that I'm torn because I want the Snyderverse, but I loved Rebel Moon so freaking much that I can't, I need that to continue. That sci-fi, franchise that they've built is, I think it's such a huge moneymaker for Netflix, and they could take it to a level that is just, it's the new Star Wars. And I don't mean to compare it to Star Wars. I just mean in terms of how Star Wars, especially in the 70s and 80s, made so much money off of their merchandising with toys, shirts, posters, all that things. I really do feel like Rebel Moon could be that for Netflix and take Netflix to a place in terms of IP branding that is just insane. They have a video game coming out, like comics coming out, another book. So I Rebel Moon kicked ass. I want more. So if we could figure out a way to tell Netflix to I'm excited for the LAPD thing that Zack Snyder is. I mean, whatever he's doing, I'm excited for. But damn it, I don't want to wait 10 years for the next Rebel Moon. I want it now. Clone Zack Snyder, get all the Rebel Moon possible, the Snyderverse, the LAPD cop thing, whatever he wants to do. I want all the content.
Exactly, Trey. Same here. Because I'm a fan of all of Zack Snyder's work. I'll be honest, my main focus is more DC because that's what we've been waiting for longer.
Yeah.
But absolutely, Trey, what you said. Rebel Moon franchise, absolutely. And to be honest, after ZSJL 2 and 3, I'd be fine if Zack never does DC again, or at least doesn't do DC for a while until his Dark Knight Returns movie, and just focuses all on Rebel. If that was the case, I would be totally on board for that. So,
I mean, damn, we even need more Army of the Dead. Oh. See
yeah.
what Zack has done. He hits on so many levels. And granted, you could be like, Trey, that's because you're a Zack Snyder fan. I would tell Zack if he made a movie that I didn't care for. I didn't think Army of Thieves was as good as Army of the Dead. I know he didn't direct that, but he helped write it. We haven't seen the director's cut of Sucker Punch, so I could be wrong about that particular movie. I didn't understand the theatrical version. I watched it a couple of times, and it doesn't hit me the same way that his other films do. So I can be honest about that. But everything else he touches, it's like I need more of it. Like Rebel Moon, Army of the Dead, DC, like Zack, he just cooks. He cooks every chance he gets, and I'm like, come on, man, let's do it.
Absolutely, Trey. I totally agree with you. I want to see all these franchises continue, especially since Army of the Dead and Rebel Moon are supposed to cross over. So
apparently, right? Yeah.
So yeah, I would actually say, to me, I would say, and this is just going in order of what we've been waiting for the longest. I would say ZSJL 2 and 3, Planet of the Dead, then Rebel Moon 3 and 4. I'm saying it
Hmm.
like that because those are the order we've been waiting for them. Like,
That's fair. That's not bad. That's not a bad way to go about it.
yeah, interesting because then Havoc was saying UFC one more movie, then stay tuned, and then we get the LAPD movie. So
Yeah, I did hear about that. I also saw that he had a lunch recently with Gerard Butler. So I feel like there is something going on there. Maybe it has something to do with the 300. Was it prequel series that they're working on?
yes,
But to see Zach and Gerard Butler potentially teaming up again, I think, why the hell not? Like those two are so great together, obviously with 300. But I'm just he's such a talented director, and whether you like his stuff or not, I mean, to each their own. Like there's some people who really enjoy James Gunn's stuff. We don't agree, but to each their own. Like what you like what you don't, and you don't have to engage with the stuff you don't like. But what Zach tends to do, I'm hyped for every single time. He just has the style that I love. You know.
exactly. And that's the thing. If you don't like Zack Snyder, that's fine. You don't have to watch it. That's how I
Hmm.
feel about James Gunn. It's exactly. It's like why Trey doesn't cover James Gunn stuff because he's not interested in it, which is okay.
Yeah.
So that's just how. Again, like what you like, don't like what you don't like, but we are fans of Zack Snyder and we're going to support his work, all of it, and give real constructive criticism if we feel it's needed. But 1222, we are hatched because again, we're not only fans of Zack's DC, we are fans of all of Zack Snyder's work. I mean, I met Sophia Boutella for crying out loud. So, who signed my Cell shirt, by the way?
That's so cool. That's dope.
So, guys, 1222, we trend for Rebel Moon. And I guess now to wrap up, Trey, do you have anything coming up on the BAP channel? I know you've been on a bit of a hiatus for a while.
Yeah. First off, once again, dude, thank you so much for having me on your show, especially to watch a cool little Batman Christmas special. I appreciate it a lot. And yeah, I mean, I know we have been on a bit of a hiatus, and I apologize. Like I said, life just gets crazy. Q4 for my company is always a chaotic time where like I'm beat at the end of the day, and a lot going on in my life with just trying to take care of the dog, Sarah being in Florida for a little bit. It's been crazy. I'm not making excuses, but we do have some stuff coming up. Like I said, I haven't decided if we're gonna do a Superman trailer reaction. I feel compelled to because we do say we're a DC channel, and I want to be honest with you guys. So whether I like it or I don't like it, I don't know. Um, I'll be honest either way if I do decide to do it. But yeah, I think I saw a couple of you asking if we're going to do like 28 years later. Yes, I want to cover that. I do at some point want to review Skeleton Crew for Star Wars. I'm just waiting for the season to end because I'm going to kind of just do one short episode with that, and then as we gear up for more Jurassic content with Chaos Theory and Rebirth, that's coming out. So the Bat Channel will be busy, and we have some special surprises coming for you guys still. I'm working with someone on some special things for you guys, so Battalion will be around, don't worry.
You got to request Zod Rider, or no, you got to request Trey from Zod Rider.
I have to what? Sorry?
You got a request from Zod Rider. I actually called you Zod Rider.
Oh, okay. I was like, where were the please do a One Punch Dan trailer reaction. We might be able to do that. I might be able to scave some time to do some One Punch Dan.
Zod Rider. Am I allowed to tell Trey about the monster that's going to be in a certain TV series, a certain dinosaur that's going to be in the TV series? Am I allowed to tell Trey about that, or is that secret? It's like remember, like for
in One Punch Dan?
Yeah, spin-off series.
Oh.
Of One Punch Dan. Am I allowed to tell Trey about that dinosaur creature?
Is he gonna have feathers?
Yeah, so basically it's gonna be a Godzilla a kaiju of some sort. He might not be Godzilla itself because of copyright, but
I,
it'll be
I
a
would not
kaiju.
recommend it. Toho's a monster when it comes to that.
So it's gonna be a kaiju with a purple kaiju with feathers.
Interesting. Okay. I'm curious to
And
see the design.
yeah, so be on the lookout for that. So I just wanted to get, since I know you love the featherless theropods, so this will be a theropod with feathers.
Oh, Batman. What am I gonna do with you, brother? Hey, first off, I will say subscribe to our boy Batman. He is so damn close to 500 subs. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get that man there, man.
Thank you, Trey. I really appreciate it. 9 away, guys. And coming up for me, as I said, tomorrow, Josh Herrera and I will be doing the Superman is Beautiful at Christmas time.
Very cool.
Or at Christmas. So be on the lookout for that. And we may be able to swing this one. It depends for me. It depends how StreamYard's behaving, because I sometimes have issues with hearing music. So doing watching the trailer without music will just be torture for me. So depends how StreamYard's doing, Zyra. If my StreamYard's behaving tomorrow, I think Josh and I can swing a One Punch Dan trailer reaction in. But guys, but again, Trey, thank you for coming on. Really appreciate having you on. And guys, if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more unique takes, interesting thoughts, and great discussions and banter such as these. And on that note, any final words, Trey?
Be kind to each other. Take care of each other. Tell your parents you love them. Say Merry Christmas, everybody, and be safe for the holidays. Yeah, and 2025, man, it's gonna be a big year. Support all you people, and even the ones that you don't hear from. Make sure you reach out to them and ask them how they're doing. And I would say, hey, man, let's make it another big year for like AFSP and like Feeding America, all those like really cool charities. I think that's what makes our community so incredible, because like when we help out people in need and stuff like that, I just think, regardless of the mission that we're on, trying to get artist integrity for David Ayer, and for Zack Snyder to continue his creative vision, and for any director, I think the fact that we also show that compassionate side, that we are trying to help each other, whether it's through our community or through those charities, let people know that you care about them and you want to take care of them. And I think in the end, that goes a long, long way. That's the beauty of our community, man. So keep it up, guys.
Well said, Trey. Well said. And on that note, have a bat-tastic day.
Okay.